There's a dog running around out there by itself. So apparently the dog jumped out of the car. That's the lady whose dog jumped out of the car. I was like, somebody in here lose a dog? Like yelling in Marco's Pizza, seriously. Oh crap. She's like, he just jumped out of the car. I'm like, great. Gosh darn it, this always happens. Okay, here we are at Pizza Hut. I have a challenge for today, for the month. December challenge is to try to make, and you guys in bigger cities that do this all the time, don't make fun of me. Our goal for December is to make $5,000. I'm hoping, I've never had a month like that on any of the apps. $5,000 divided by 4 weeks is $1,250 a week, divided by 6 days would be $208 a day. It's very busy. Keep dashing and earn more. Okay, so let's see. If it's 5,000 divided by 4, 1,250 divided by 7. If I work 7 days a week, then we only have to make $180 a day, or $178 a day. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that, but that is going to be the goal for December. So starting tomorrow, December the 2nd, is when we're officially going to go start that. When we're going to start it. Let's go see if this pizza is ready. There she is. Pizza Hut. If there's a lounge full of dashers in there, we're probably going to drop this. We're probably going to drop it. We might be in luck. Let's see. Okay. One little pizza. We're gonna put the pizza in the pizza bag. It must be pizza night tonight in the Villages, Florida. You can go, lady. Because we're going back down in there. And DoorDash just said, you can keep dashing because we're just so extra busy right now. So I thought, well, I'll put it on Extend Dash and see what they say. And then it said, oh, there's no available slots for you. So I'm like, make up your mind, you know? Just make up your mind. So we are 3.9 miles from the customer. I always forget to turn on Uber Eats if I have DoorDash on, which is stupid because I could be stacking stuff. You know what I'm saying? We could be stacking and making more, but I am not the queen of the stack. All right, we're here. Let's go drop this off right now. Man, I just missed a $10 2.5 mile Uber Eats order. I was just trying to look at it and somebody else snatched it up from me. I almost dropped the phone. Anyway, dropped that pizza off, and now you just have to figure out how to get back out of here. I'm in a neighborhood. They did extend my dash until 5:30. Maybe they extended it automatically or something. I don't know. But anyway, if I get a good Uber Eats order, I am not leaving DoorDash on because it's just going to lower my acceptance rate even more. Instead of around $14.75, where is that going? Okay, we're gonna go get some Asian food and take it 8 miles. So it'll definitely be almost completely dark by the time we get that dropped off. So $14. So what's that? 14 plus 8 is 22, like 30, 28, 29 bucks. $29. Let's go get us some Asian Express. Let's see what we got. Cool. They were just putting it up on the counter, so that was perfect timing. It's heavy too. The Asian food has got some weight to it. Confirm. All right, let's go get her her food. Hopefully before it gets dark. And she was sweet. She actually put a message in there saying her outside lights were broken, but that there are motion lights that turn on when you walk up. So that's better than nothing, I guess. Yeah, it's better than nothing, because I don't even know if I'm going to be able to see the house number. Because it says we'll get there at 5:29, and it'll be like dark 30. Anyway, this one was 14 something, and so that's not bad. I mean, it's $2 a mile, right? Because it was 7 miles. I was gonna be right there. The Publix is connected to the Asian restaurant, so I was going there anyway. So this will just be a little bit of a delay, and my puppy will just have to wait a little bit longer. Well, she has some food. I make all her food homemade, and she does have some food left, so that'll tide her over until I make her some new food. She used to not eat that much, and I guess it was, I mean, we were even using a good brand. Well, my friend's dog developed pancreatitis. She was eating the same brand, and my puppy would, well, she's not a puppy anymore, my dog would throw up sometimes, and sometimes she wouldn't eat for days, and then other times, well, probably 2 days, she wasn't interested, and then she would eat because she was so hungry. And I was like, but she's never been a big eater. Since I started making all of her food homemade, she acts like she's starving all the time. I mean, she eats all of her food, and, you know, she would eat way more if I let her, but she's at a good weight right now. Her belly is not nearly as swollen as it was with the other food that's supposed to be so good, that rhymes with ruffalo. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, she just wasn't doing well on that, and my friend's dog developed pancreatitis, and I just don't want her to get sick. So she is on whole food now, which is rice. I put a little bit of olive oil in there to keep the rice from sticking together. Some kind of a protein like chicken or beef. I also put some kind of vegetable in there, like green beans, green peas, broccoli, something like that. Occasionally I'll put a little bit of carrots in there, but I don't want her to have too much sugar, and carrots are high in sugar. And then some cottage cheese. And she loves it, and I make a big bowl of it. Yeah, guys, we gotta move. And then it has a lid that snaps on, so it keeps it, these people are driving in slow motion, I swear, keeps it you know, fresh. And I usually use like 2 cups of rice, you know, before it's uncooked rice, and like maybe half of a container of cottage cheese, a bag of frozen vegetables, not canned, because the canned have so much salt added and all kinds of crap, preservatives and whatever. And how much of the other stuff? And the meat, I just kind of eyeball it, you know, where she's gonna get, because she needs the protein, and it should be pretty lean protein. I mean, chicken is super lean. Anyway, and I mix that all up, and she gets 1 cup for breakfast and a cup and a half for dinner. And she loves it. She can't get enough. So if your dog has issues, throwing up, not eating sometimes, swollen belly, whatever, you may want to, you know, make something like that. And that batch will usually last about 5 days or so. I have a friend who makes a big batch and freezes little, she has some kind of little, I don't know what you call it, some, almost like, you remember the old popsicle things? You could pour the popsicle jello and sugar and water, whatever else was in there, the flavorings, and you could pour, mold. She has these little molds, and I guess a mold is a, oh crap, I forgot Uber Eats was on. I can't do that right now, dude, because it's going to take me 7 minutes. Anywho, we still have light, so we're good. But yeah, if you have a dog that is showing signs of distress, or not eating well, or throwing up, different things like that, you may want to try that recipe. Brown rice is better, from what I understand, than white rice, but I have white rice. It probably spikes the blood sugar a little bit more. But yeah. And if you have a good dog recipe, if you make your dog's food homemade, let me know what it is. Shout the recipe out. Shoot it over in the comment section. And let's see. $5.13, Panda Express, 7.3 miles. Yeah, but from where Panda Express is, I mean, if you want me to take it, it's not really 7 miles, but I still have to drop this order off. Should be right here. Yep, this is it. Thank you, Jesus. Which way is the house? Right here. Way down in this little thing. Hey, puppy. Hey, puppy, how are you? How are you? I brought you some Asian Express. I know. I got you something. I wonder if I should knock him. Hey. Hey. I don't want the puppy to eat the food, but you know. Oh, you can't come with me, buddy. I got to go. By the way, I did knock on those people's door. I think that was probably on camera because of that puppy out there, and he was so sweet. But I hope he didn't get into their food. Like that would not be good. I can just imagine them opening their door, and it's like everywhere, like gone, scattered all over the place, but mostly eaten, because I'm sure that puppy would love that food. Anyway, we're right here a half a mile from Panda Express, and then we're gonna drop these other 2 orders off. Got a stacked order with them, and then we really do have to go to the grocery store. Whoa, this is heavy. Ugh. Thank you. My gosh, this family meal thing is heavy. We're going 2 miles to this first drop, and I do not know whose it is, which would be nice to know before I get there. Amy, and that's the family one. Amy. Wait, am I going the right way? God dang it. Am I going inside that dang neighborhood? Oh my God, I am. It takes forever, and I think they kind of give you a bit of a hassle at the gate. There's a teeny bit of light out here, but it's that way, and over that way, it's pretty dark over there. So we'll see how this goes. So here's what happened. Waze took me to the back gate, which does not have a guest entrance. It only has a resident entrance, so there's no guard there. So now this 2-mile trip has turned into a 7-mile trip, which is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Well, they're going to get their food, but it is going to be late. Yeah, I should have just kept on going. It is in that gated community, but
in a quarter-mile, turn right to stay on Griffin Avenue.
The way that Waze had me going was ridiculous. And that's why I should only use the Uber navigation with...
Turn right to stay on Griffin Avenue.
Why don't you stop?
Is Airport Road.
This lady's probably like, where is she going? Hopefully she's not watching me on the thing, because this is where Waze told me to go.
Turn right on Grace Airport
Which would have been the most straightforward way to go if there were not a gate that I could not get through right there. That would be absolutely correct. But there is no way to get through the gate. So now I'm going to be super late. Turn into an 8-mile trip instead of a 2-mile trip. This is the kind of crap that I get into. Yeah, I know you can't see me, but this street, it is the like I said, the gated community I was talking about.
Turn right on
it is literally like a mile from Panda Express, and I just went on an 8-mile journey unnecessarily. Let's see what happens here. Hello, I have an Uber Eats order. Okay. All right, thanks. Have a good night.
You too.
Thank you. Lord Jesus. So that wasn't too big of a hassle. Some of these I go in, they want to see your driver's license. And anyway, if she comes out and gives me a dirty look, I'll just say, look, it's the navigation app, it's not me. But literally, Pan Express is like right there. And I thought it was going into this neighborhood, but Waze, whose ways are not very good right now, took me the wrong way. Okay, we finally got that dropped off. I really detest delivering things up in here because there's only one way in, and apparently there's a back way out, but you can't find it, and they don't advertise it, and so it's just like miles of winding through this neighborhood, and you can't get out. The design of this is rather poor, and I'm sure it's because they don't want to have multiple guard gates and pay multiple people to be at the gate. But my gosh, I'm trying to get out of here. Anyway, we are 2.8 miles from the second drop, which should have been done a long time ago. It's ridiculous. Well, that was a fiasco, boys and girls. We're going to drop this off in 2 miles, and then we're going to the grocery store. That took entirely too long. I mean, entirely too long. That was a total fiasco. It wasted my time, which makes my time look like crap, and the dollars to miles look like crap, and the dollars to time look like crap. It makes everything look like crap. 80.
Drop off on the left.
Okay, but where? Back up in here? Yeah. She's right here. Hi. Sorry, navigation apps got me. Oh, you're good. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Well, that was so nice. She was waiting for me outside. Oh, there are tips on both of these orders. That's crazy. That's crazy. Can I get out of here this way? Anyway, it looks like the base pay on those two orders was $508, and so I hope to goodness that that we do get our measly little tips on these orders. $10.99 going 20 miles. No, that's not gonna happen. Okay, I'm gonna coffee cup it for Uber Eats. That's it for today on the deliveries. Now we have to go get food because we are running about 30 minutes behind schedule. Well, actually, probably it said 15, but I would say probably more like 25 it took to do that little crappy run to Water Oak, the back way. But yeah, we're going to the store. We're going to the store. I going the right way? Yes, I am. All right, guys. We made whatever we made. Maybe $38. It should have just been 2 hours. It may be $39. We'll see if the tips come in. It should have been about $20 an hour for 2 hours, but instead, it took us 20 minutes longer than it should have. So, anyway, I'm going to blame that one on Waze navigation and not moi. So, whatever. They just made me lose almost a half hour on that navigation faux pas. But anyway, I will see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow, we got pretty much a full day. We're going to start early. I'm going to go home and trade. I'm going to do trading NASDAQ. I'm starting another channel for trading if you guys want to learn how to day trade. I should have a lot more time now. I can start doing some videos and teaching. I still won't have as much time as after Christmas, until like after Christmas, but I'll have more time for sure. So we're gonna get up early, try to do a couple of spark orders early, 7:30, 8:30, and maybe 9:30, but the market opens at 9:30. So we'll see how the orders are coming in. If they're coming in hot, then we're just gonna keep going until it slows down. It's also the 1st, or today was the 1st, and a lot of people get paid, you know, around the 1st, the 15th, or for the Fridays. So this might be a very busy week. If it is really, really, really busy, I am not going to stop. I'll just keep going, and I won't go home and trade until like lunchtime, which is like a horrible time to trade because the volume is a lot lower. But we're going into the holiday season. We've got this challenge coming up, and it's no time to play. Dude, get in your lane. It's no time to play. So with that being said, we got a busy month ahead. I hope you will join me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Those of you, we're already up to like, I think it was 32 last I looked, 32 or 33 subscribers. Thank you so much. Every single one of you that subscribes matters. I really, really appreciate it. I love your comments. I mean, keep the comments coming. I try to comment on other creators' channels, not to excess, probably not even close to excess. But if I have something genuinely, you know, to say, I root on all other creators out there. What is his name? I just subscribed to him today, and for some reason his name is not coming to mind. If I think of it, I'll. It's something Spark Adventures, I think is his name. He's got a big challenge going on. I think he's trying to make $80,000 between now and the end of next year with just gig work, and I think that's exciting. So I can't remember his first name. I don't know why. Anyway, if you run across him in your news feed and you like watching these videos, check him out. He's a really sweet young man, I think. And he doesn't film every single one of his deliveries. He films a few, and then he'll kind of run you through which ones he did. But I think he's out there for really, really, really long hours of the day. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if my hips can take it sitting in the car that long. But anyway, thank you so much. I will see you guys tomorrow.